Assalamualaikum everybody. It's good to see you guys once again after our last live a month ago. All right, it was with one of our clients, Siti Masura, who about to end her debt within this year. All right. So after that show, we have, we had a couple of clients send us a thank you message for doing this live to share our clients who are going through the program and about to enter debts. All right. So yeah, the last time when we go live, it was through my page, Debt Sense Singapore. All right. So I think now you can see that this is our very first time we're going live through our rebranding of division called Viva Group SG. All right. So just to share, just a little bit briefly, just to share with you guys who is Viva. Actually, this is a joint collaboration between Debt Sense Singapore and of course Let's Talk. All right. So of course, definitely we are one of the authorized representative of EDUdebt. All right. So, but before we invite the man for tonight, all right. So for our guest for tonight, basically we want to share with you a little bit about Viva. All right. So I think by now a lot of people are aware that Debt Sense and Let's Talk we had shut down for good, and we decided to rebrand our division with a new brand called Viva. All right. So before we invite our guest for tonight, all right, we're gonna go for a very short commercial break, and we will be right back right after this. All right. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon.
Here are 3 reasons why many credit card users will never get out of debt.
1.
Their payments barely cover the interest. If more of the payment is going towards interest, the balance will only inch down a small amount each month.
2.
They are still creating debt. If a person still makes credit card purchases or taking out loans, his or her overall debt balance won't go down by much if it goes down at all.
3.
They are paying the minimum. You can't make progress on your debt by paying the minimum. It's just impossible. And for some people, they think that the only way to solve this issue is by taking up some debt consideration plan or DCP. But the problem with this is that with DCP, you're stuck with a win-lose situation. Because firstly, for you to have a lower monthly installment, you would have to pay more for the total interest due to a longer repayment period. And secondly, you need to keep up with the high monthly installment if you wish to take up a shorter repayment period in order to spend lesser on the total interest. So it doesn't matter which one you pick, there will always be interest to pay for. Now here's what my clients who are facing all those problems back then are doing right now. They simply take advantage on a win-win situation program that our government has already provided. Now this program will actually help them to have a manageable monthly installment amount with a repayment at no interest. It's a win-win situation because this way the banks can recover their money and people will be able to pay off their unsecured debt permanently in less than 16 months due to the affordable monthly repayment. If you want to know more about this program, just click on the link below to register for your free session. Now here are some case studies. One of my clients, who is a hotel assistant manager, have a total unsecured debts of $46,000, and from paying $1,500 per month, right now she's only paying $400 monthly, which means she can now do both clear her debts and also save $1,100 every single month. Another client of mine is a foreigner working as an aerospace engineer. He used to pay almost $3,000 a month for his debts of $68,000. After taking part in the program, his monthly repayment amount now is $1,250, more than half of what he used to pay. I also have a client who is in the uniform group, and his total outstanding debt is $55,000. From paying almost $2,000 a month, right now he's only paying $780 per month. That's about 2.5 times lesser. Here's one more client who is a truck driver, and he's a sole breadwinner. He had 13 licensed moneylenders with a total debt of $22,000. Right now, he's paying $400 per month, and the best part is he doesn't have to worry about all the harassment anymore. The list of case studies goes on and on and on. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because everybody's situation is unique. Everyone has different types of jobs, income, and liabilities, which is why every week we have a limited slots for people to come and understand more on this government-assisted program. So if you want the same program that my clients are leveraging to pay off their unsecured debts and save thousands of dollars on interest, then all you need to do is click on the link below to register for your free session. I'm Daniel AA, and I'll talk to you soon.
Right. Thank you so much for staying with us. All right. So now, I think by now, most of the people out there, all right, recognize who is EDUdebt actually. All right. But not much people are aware who is the man behind this brand. All right. So this guy has been working very hard since the day he founded EDUdebt until up to today. All right. So, and not much people aware, you know, that before he founded EDUdebt, all right, he have an outstanding of debts of up to 75, I mean, more than 75,000 actually, all right. So it was difficult, you know, for a person to overcome debts with a heavy amount back then because EDUdebt was not started yet, all right. And you know, when we're talking about debts, most of the people out there not willing to open up, you know, because this topic is kind of very sensitive to most of the people out there. All right. So before we invite this man, okay, so I would like to get your support, all right, to like and share our live today. All right. So hopefully we might never know, okay, people who are watching at this point of time, facing, you know, battling their debts. All right. Especially at this particular point of period of time. All right, so maybe by doing like and share, okay, people might be, you know, find people are looking for a solution, might have an idea, you know, how to overcome their debts. All right, so before we invite the man, all right, so as I did mention to you, this particular guy have a total outstanding of 75,000. All right. And not much people know. I mean, not much people know about his story. All right, and as a CEO and a founder of a company, it's not easy, you know, to share his past story, you know, to the public at this point of time, you know. But before we do this, definitely we seek his permission, you know, to share this video to the public. All right, so I think, and he's willing to share. All right, so I think before we invite the man. All right, so I think we would like to share with you a short clip about this guy on how he fall into debt trap and how he overcome his debt trap. All right, so stay tuned. I mean, we're gonna share the video now. So watch the video.
Nama saya Khairul Abbas. Saya pernah berhutang jumlah sebanyak $75,000. Okay, the most painful moment that I actually face bila I ada dalam keadaan hutang itu is bila I start using my wife punya savings. You know, my wife is a saver. Okay, dia selalu save duit. But then again, this point of time, I really wipe out semua dia punya savings.
I had savings then, but all were fully used to actually cover the house expenses. And then there was a point of time where he actually borrowed money from me as well. Of course, I actually give it to him. And with that amount, balance left, and plus all the bills and stuffs, because I was the only one. I actually struggle. Of course, I actually struggle, but I didn't tell anyone, especially my husband, because he doesn't know, and I don't want to put a burden on him anymore.
Then after that, okay lah, to be extend, let me be honest with you, even my anak punya savings, I pun kasih habis. Even the baby bonus also, because that point of time my anak baru berapa bulan, so you know, got government punya duit. So habis juga baby bonus. So that point of time I asked myself, I need this money because I really need this money. I got nowhere to turn to. Duit mak jangan cakap lah, memang dah pinjam banyak sangat. Sampai dah tak teringat dan tak terbayar. Okay, the people that actually suffer the most when I dalam masalah hutang itu is actually of course my family members, especially my mother. Okay, my mother has been helping me so much, and then of course my wife and also my son. Okay, reason being when I ada dalam masalah hutang ni, stressful, you know, it affects you emotionally. So somehow or other the family tak dapat the best out of me. Okay, so my son pun get affected, my wife also get affected. Quality time pun tak ada. We will stay home whole day, tak keluar rumah, looking at other families having fun, you know, spending their time with their loved ones, while kita pasal nak save duit untuk bayar hutang, kita duduk rumah. So yeah, it affect my family, my mother also.
Pinjamkan duit dah. Dia nak buat apa, tu jam dia tak kerja betul, tak ada kerja apa semua kan. Habis dia pinjam duit lah, cik kasih dia pinjam. Lepas tu dia bayar bulan-bulan. Cik walau macam mana anak bersuara ke apa, mesti nak kasih walaupun tak ada pun. Kadang-kadang sanggup ada barang apa semua. Kasih.
When I actually remembered, we actually received a letter from a lawyer, and then stating, I think we received a letter from a lawyer. I think what Caesar on sale or something like that, right? I got scared. I really got scared because what's gonna happen to him? What if let's say he gonna be in jail? You know, that kind of thoughts came into my mind because he's not working. And I'm the only sole breadwinner for that entire period. So what if let's say he went inside behind bars or you know that kind of thing? So it's really hard. So yeah. Sorry, I got so emotional.
That point of time, I dapat a letter called Writ of Seizure and Sale. Okay, Writ of Seizure and Sale ni, bila I dapat surat ni, usually surat-surat ni semua, I pun tak buka pos surat. Okay, pasal apa, I tengok, I tahu, kalau I buka pos surat, I dapat surat, all this kind of thing pun, I know, even if let's say I buka dia punya surat pun, I won't be able to pay. So what I did is, lalu buka pos surat, ada surat, this kind of thing, I will just park one side, I tak buka pun surat tu. So ada satu surat ni sampai government service. Hati terbuka pula kan nak open the letter. So I actually buka letter tu and I saw it Writ of Seizure and Sale. Tak faham lah apa tu Writ of Seizure and Sale mula-mula. So I just put aside 2 hari 3 hari, but hati ni quite worried lah. So what actually I Google lagi. Google what is WSS, Writ of Seizure and Sale. So I found out that actually Writ of Seizure and Sale, diorang actually going to your house, diorang boleh masuk your house legally. Maknanya diorang boleh masuk, diorang tak pecahkan, tapi they got key to every single hole. They can go into your house even though you are not at home. So I'm a bit worried because I punya anak masih kecil waktu tu. So what I did is I really go and Google what are the solution. Alhamdulillah, I actually overheard radio 94.2 Warna at that point of time. There's this one guy, nama dia Abang Rosli. He was sharing about debts. Hutang lah. So I don't know where to turn to. I tell myself I got to put my ego down. I got to call this guy as soon as possible. I called dia, I met him, and Alhamdulillah he managed to show me all the solutions that we have in Singapore and also the solution to my problem.
Alhamdulillah lah dapat kasih kita apa-apa semua. Habis hutang pun dah habis bayar apa. Dah tak ada hutang lagi lah 1 sen pun. Jauh perbezaan dia sekarang dengan dulu.
It took me about 3.5 years, 4 years untuk I settle I punya hutang. And Alhamdulillah, after life, lepas daripada hutang the first thing that I feel that I'm free. I'm a free man.
Alhamdulillah, it's life has changed for the better. We managed to actually pay all his debts, and now he's actually debt free, which I am really glad. And I think he learned his lesson very well, and I think what he's doing right now, helping the community. So life is good now. Alhamdulillah, it's better. I can say way better, and yeah, I'm really glad for that.
The reason why I actually started EDUdebt is because I believe that I will be able to help people who are in debt. I believe I ever faced it before, and I really know how is the feeling like. I really know how perasaan hutang tu, pressure you pay family, the pressure that you receive, the emotional affection that you tak boleh angkat, all this kind of thing. So I've been there, done that. I walk the talk. So I would like to actually help the community. Siapa-siapa yang ada masalah hutang, bukan you aja. If you have friends or family members yang ada dalam masalah hutang, I will be more than happy to assist them. And I believe there is always a way kat dalam Singapura ni untuk keluar dari masalah hutang. And for me, why I actually run EDUdebt also because I want to help people. I want to help people to be as successful as how I actually release from I punya masalah hutang. Because why? For me, untuk jadi seseorang yang berjaya itu bukan untuk berjayakan diri sendiri, tetapi untuk berjayakan orang-orang lain juga.
MashaAllah. All right. So it was how should I say? It was like an emotional video, I should say. From someone who facing a debt. All right, and to someone who now helping the community. Who are facing a debt to be out of debt. So yeah, before we invite this guy, I believe most of you guys are ready because dia kat backstage ni. Alright, so before are you guys ready? So please do like and share. So hopefully with this live session, we can benefit to the people out there who might need this solution and who looking for a solution. Alright, so before we invite this guy, I just want to let you guys know we do accept a couple of questions today. Alright, so but because our time is kind of limited, alright, so let me. If you guys do have a question or whatever it is, feel free to drop us a comment, and so allow us to vet through and see before we answer. Bring the question over. I will ask Abbas if she's okay to answer the question. All right. So, are you guys ready for the man behind the brand of EDUdebt? So let's welcome Khairul Abbas. All right, so man.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me? Clear? Loud? Clear?
Yeah. So far, alhamdulillah. Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear my voice?
I'm fired up. I'm fired up, man.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bas, first of all,
Yeah.
I would like to thank you for sharing your busy schedule. To join us this live session. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right. So
Okay.
yeah, before we dive into the main topic,
Okay.
we want to talk about, of course, definitely about your life story and stuff like that. All right.
Mhm.
So I think for the benefit of the audience who are watching at this point of time, all right. So I think it would be best if you can share with us a little bit about your background. Okay.
Okay.
What do you do for a living before you founded EDUdebt? All right. So maybe your moment now.
Okay, so I can start sharing,
Yes, please go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, before EDUdebt, actually, I don't have any high education certification. So basically, all the jobs that I actually work is some entry kind of job is like security guard, cleaning company, and
Right.
stuff. But then again, I have a dream. I have a dream to achieve something in life. So, in fact, EduDebt is my company. I started after so many other businesses that I've tried.
Right. Right.
Right.
Okay.
So previously was I actually tried selling something online, like electronic items online. I tried to do some other businesses, but then again, after a lot of failures that I've met, I think the easiest way to run a good business is to help people. Is to help people
You have to go,
because I
right.
think as long as we have the good intention, our heart is green, we put the effort, I think inshallah we will be able to achieve our dreams as soon as possible.
Amin.
So yeah, so previously I have another company called The Art of Marriage, which is the kursus rumah tangga. I'm not the trainer,
Okay.
I'm the operator. I paid my trainers to run the other business, but then again, it does not fulfill. Don't it does not. I never achieved the fulfillment of just running as an operator, but I would like to go even further. That is when I actually started EduDebt.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So right. Thank you for sharing your little bit about yourself. All right.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
So based on the video, the one that we shared earlier. All right.
Okay.
I mean, I think by now, I mean, most of people know that you are facing 75,000 back then. All right.
Yeah.
So honestly, back then, before EduDebt was formed, I believe
Mhm.
it's not easy to overcome a heavy debt.
Mhm.
That point of time. So during that point of time, when you having these debts, what was your feeling? How do you feel?
Oh.
Because at this point of time, we met a lot of clients and stuff like that. And we understand about their situation and stuff like that. But back then, for yourself, how was your feeling?
Actually, rasa dia semua sama, bro. Orang hutang ni rasa dia semua sama.
Okay.
Every debtors will have the same feeling: sleepless night, stress, pressure. Their income have to. Sometimes they even
Right.
spend the whole of their income towards their debts and stuff. Sometimes I came to an extent whereby I was like, I think I want to stop paying. I just want to stop paying. I just want to chunk everything aside, forget about my debts, forget it. I come to a stage where I gave up. Whatever is going to happen to me, let it happen. I don't know what's the ruling that
Why at that point of time you decided, macam, I want to give up?
because it seems like the whatever paid, whatever salary that I brought home, it seems like I mean, every of my salary go to debts, my outstanding.
Okay, that's
So
good.
what happened is I reached to a level whereby tak payah bayar, lupakan ni semua, apa nak jadi lah, masuk jail ke, bankrupt ke, apa-apa nak jadi lah. Whatever happen, just let it be. But then again, yeah, so I come to that level. So this is the feeling of a debtor. It is a normal feeling. Yeah, in the beginning, you try to make minimum sum, you work extra hard to gain extra money to service your outstanding. But then again, yeah, everyone have a limit.
I can feel it. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yes, man.
Right. Okay. All right. So So the feeling and stuff like that. All right. So at that point of time, how do you manage to solve and overcome your debts at that point of time? Macam mana
Oh,
the
that
solution?
point of time.
How do you find the solution and stuff? Like
Okay, the story is this. I reached to a level where I gave up everything. I wouldn't want to even pay any single cent towards my outstanding because I'm just sick and tired of getting sick and tired. So yeah. So what happened is
Okay.
one day I received a letter called the writ of seizure and writ of seizure and sale. Yeah, where they actually will go to your flat and paste all these items, and then I start to just chunk aside lah. You know, that kind of feeling. I just chunk aside lah. And then another 2-3 days, I think I should read that letter. Something serious is going to happen, maybe because government service letter. So I just go back where I threw the letter, and then I open up. Oh, they actually can go to my flat and stuff. So I got a bit trembled. So what happened is, I actually asked around. I asked my friends. I'm lucky to have friends that associated with debts. Not meaning they are bukan diorang utang tau. It just that they are working in an industry where it associated with debts. Example, I have a friend who's working as a lawyer. I have a cousin who works in a bank. I have even a friend yang is the bailiff, the one yang tampal-tampal rumah tu, happen to be my friend's friend.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah. So what happened is, I gather information. I ask them. Tak payah malu lah. No need to shy already, because now we are. I mean, beggars don't shy already. Dah tak boleh nak cerewet-cerewet, nak stay handsome dah tak boleh. So what happened? So what happened is, I actually go to them. I gather information, and then suddenly I see, this guy said this. This guy said this. It's and actually, there's actually a solution out. But how come I was not aware of all the solution? Previously, what I did is I Google, how am I supposed to settle my debts? How can I consolidate my debts? How it seems like it doesn't really solve my problem, doesn't solve my challenges. I even invited one of my friend who is doing an insurance agent. So insurance agent is a financial management background. So what happened is, I asked him seek for assistance. So their assistance is that, you got to lessen down your spendings, and then you got to work extra hard, and then you settle the highest interest first, and then followed by the next card and the next card. But it seems like, there's a lot of things for me to go through. But when I gather all this information from the other group of friends who work in this industry, like banks lah, like lawyer lah, all these kind of things, even debt collectors, I have friends working there. So I gather all this information and I see, there's a way out. So what I did is, it's like a broken puzzle. I gather all this puzzle into a picture. There's a solution here. So I try myself. So what I did is I experiment myself, and it turns out great. It turns out awesome. I see,
okay, interesting. So you experiment yourself, right?
Yes.
To combine all the broken puzzle, as you did mention just now.
Yes, true.
Found to lay down all from beginning all the way until, this is the solution.
Yes,
but it's not easy, right? It's not easy to capture everything in proper, in sequence. It's not easy, Wow, I mean, it was how long do you take to fix all these puzzles? How long does it take?
I think it took me about 3-4 months, but then again, plus all this research, studies, questions. I mean, I question a lot of people who have debts and stuff. Some say, no need to pay lah, just run lah. And then how? Then they chase me what happened. All the problem is, we are not being explained clearly about what is going to happen. If let's say we miss our payment, what is the interest like? What is is it compounded or not, and stuff. So things are not clear. So when I managed to have a very, very clear picture, so what I did is I experiment myself first. I help myself first. So that is how I managed to get out of that.
Nice. Okay, because of that broken puzzle that I think about 9 years ago. All right. Because of that broken puzzle, today, you have managed, to help the community or individuals. Okay, I think the topic that we are talking. I mean, the EDM that I shared. Okay, the behind 15,000 individuals who overcome. So from a broken puzzle that you fix into one, and today you have assisted up to close to 15,000 individuals to be out of track. How do you honestly?
Okay, in a beginning. Okay. In the beginning, what actually happened? I don't have the intention to start a company even. What I actually did, after I helped myself, what I did is I helped my friends, my close friends, even my family members, my cousins. And then it seems like, it turned out not bad, leh. Everyone is happy with the result. You know, everyone got relief after going through the solution that I gave. And then I asked myself, why not I actually open up a company, and then so I will be able to help more people,
Right.
right?
Also because of that, that
Yes.
triggered you to
Yeah.
start up EDUdebt.
Yes,
That's
correct.
so
So that
basically.
is
Can I say that now you start up EDUdebt basically by accident? Can I say that? Or
partly because
partly?
I don't have the intention to open the company in the beginning, but after helping my close friends and stuff, it seems like it worked wonders to giving solution to these people. So
Right,
yeah, by opening a company, so I will be able to reach out more people.
right.
Mm.
Nice. Okay, so we already know how
But wait, like okay, 15,000 people. I don't do that alone,
right.
right?
Okay.
I do that with a company. I do that with achieve that with a group, of people who share the same vision. It can be crazy if I dream to do everything alone. I won't be able to achieve this 15,000, 100% for sure,
Definitely.
right? So I'm lucky also to have this group of people who have the same vision, who will be able to help even more people and grow the company together. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So we already know, from a broken puzzle, okay, you combine it together. All right. Then with that, your company managed to solve to help 15,000 individuals to overcome that trap. All right.
Yeah.
Uh, the question now I have, all right. So why EDUdebt? Because definitely, if you're talking about financial industry, definitely you want to talk about something that related into financial matters and stuff like that. So looking at EDUdebt itself, I don't think you related about anything about financial matters, that kind of stuff. So
All right.
what's the inspiration behind these EDUdebts? So is there anything behind it?
Oh, you mean the branding, is it?
The branding. We are talking about the branding. Why?
I see.
Yeah. So
Okay,
why?
number one, I would like it to be more focused rather than calling myself as a financial consultant, or which I am not. I rather focus on what I am good at, which is helping people with debts. That's number one.
Right.
So by having EDUdebt, the name debts is more focused towards what we do. And then previously, before I got this EDUdebt name, I was thinking of calling ourselves as counselors, but then again, the name counselor is a bit heavy. While I want to call myself as debt advisor, the name advisor is a bit light, right? So
Okay.
I go for the middle one, education, EDUdebt. I mean, we are debt educators. So that's the reason. That is where we actually form EDUdebt. Yeah, it's an education. Yeah, short form is edu, and then EDUdebt. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay, before we continue on the next question, all right. So we were gonna go for a very short break. All right. So so for the audience out there, we will be right back right after this commercial. All right. Stay tuned. I'll see you soon.
Rahim adalah seorang pekerja yang rajin. Tiada seorang pun yang ingin terjebak dalam masalah hutang. Setiap kisah mempunyai jalan cerita yang berbeza, tetapi dengan niat yang sama, iaitu melangsaikan hutang. Tetapi ia tidak semudah itu dengan adanya riba yang tinggi. Mujur adanya EDUdebt yang boleh membantu anda dengan program pembayaran hutang. Ia akan menyatukan setiap hutang anda dengan pembayaran yang mudah dan ringkas. EDUdebt, bebas hutang, hati senang.
Bebas hutang, hati senang.
Yeah, betul.
What a tagline, man. What a tagline. All right, so guys, to the audience out there, all right, thank you so much for staying with us. All right, so now we're gonna continue with our next question. All right, okay. Okay, Mas, just now you did mention a group of people that helping you, together with you, assisting these 15 individuals to be out of that trap. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I believe that you have quite a couple division running, definitely, because EDUdebt is the main company, and we know that there's a couple active division running. All right.
Mhm.
So the question that I have now, okay, won't you think this will confuse the public? All right,
Mhm.
who want to engage your service? All right. So
Mhm.
because EDUdebt is the main, so they have several division running. Okay,
Mhm.
and why you decided to came up with this kind of structure?
Mhm.
So yeah. So maybe you want to share with us a little bit about this.
Okay, why I came up with this structure?
Yeah.
I think as much as
Why?
we want, yeah,
Okay.
I think as much as we want to help a lot of people, we want to help many people. At the same time, we want to do it fast. We need speed. So
Okay.
how am I supposed to do this fast? Is by getting people into the ship. Is
Mm.
by getting people into the company. So with more hands, I mean, I have just a couple of hands. I mean, a pair of hands. What can I do with just the pair of hands without the rest of the people inside the boat or the ship to help more people? So we have done a proper calculation on how many people we want to achieve on certain dates or certain years. In
You mean
fact,
to achieve the people to be assisted through that? Or
yes,
oh,
you're
right.
right. Yeah, so
Okay.
all these numbers are being is being clearly calculated. How
Right.
many agents do we have to help this number of people with the
Right.
statistic and the data given by the
Oh,
Ministry of
right.
Law or by the government?
Right.
So I work towards this statistic and the data as well.
Right.
So in a year, how many people go for bankruptcy? In a year, how many debts are, I mean, how much debts is being accumulated and stuff. So I'm working towards these numbers.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
so by doing this, by having this structure, it is easier for me to just get more agents
Plan
into the
yourself out.
ship, so we will be able to achieve the number which we are targeting.
Right. Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So as we did, I did mention to you. I did mention earlier that you started this business. About 5 6 years ago. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think you see, okay, the company started, okay, how you
Mm-hmm.
started this company and everything, and throughout the years, all right. So I believe you see the company grow, okay, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that you started off with a very small cubicle, okay, and just
Very.
maybe about 3 4 people in there,
Yeah.
you still remember that office, all right.
Mm-hmm.
To where we are today, because today, Alhamdulillah, I think you already achieved a beautiful office with maybe
Mm-hmm.
about 7 cubicles for all the consultants to do PNC, consultation to all the clients
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
get in touch with us. All right. So seeing the company grow, all right. So how do you feel
Mm-hmm.
seeing the company grow? Okay, how do you see your dream came into
Mm-hmm.
reality? Because you mentioned just now, you do all the statistics, from the broken
Yeah.
puzzle, stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe these are all dream goals to achieve. So
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel seeing your dream came into reality?
Okay. Number one is the company have to grow. It
Definitely.
have to grow. Why? Because we are getting more clients.
Right.
We have to set up in a more proper way. I mean, in the early years of EduDad, we actually do our appointment outside at the coffee shop. There's no privacy. People are afraid of us. They don't see our office. There's no credibility. There's no trust. So it is just based on what we said. Who are we? So what happened is the company have to grow. But then again, for me to grow the company, again, I cannot do this alone. So what
Mm,
happened is,
mm,
the challenge there's of course there's a lot of challenges as well to grow a company. I mean, I'm not a person who actually just, example, I give you a good example. A
right.
doctor open up a clinic and that clinic forever a clinic. I wouldn't want that to happen. What I want is a clinic turns into a hospital. What is the purpose? So we'll be able to help more people,
Correct.
to give
Correct.
value to more people.
Nice.
Right? The more value we create it, I mean, the more value we create, the more opportunity we create, the more, the more sustainable, the more trust and credit, the company gain,
Correct.
you
Correct.
know? Yes.
Wow, nice, nice. Okay, because you're talking about credibility, you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about, trust and stuff like that. Yes, especially when we are in this industry. At this point of time, with a lot of scam going on these days, I think,
Okay.
so by what we are doing now at this point of time, I think it will be best, because when people come and visit us in the office, they feel much comfortable,
Yeah.
and they need to open up, in a lot of things, All right, so right, okay, this is another bonus question that I want to ask. All right, so
Okay.
just now we did mention about statistics.
You mean if I answer, I got bonus?
No.
Oh no, no. Oh, I thought I got bonus.
Okay, this is the bonus question that I want to ask. Okay, so I think just now you did mention about statistics. You mentioned about how to, how much in terms of in terms of how you gonna meet the numbers. You need to have a couple of agents. To achieve the numbers. All right. So during that point of time when you started EDUdebt, have you foresee or have you planned out? All right, that from the day you started off until up to today. Okay. Do you really want to achieve, to assist 15,000 clients or individuals to be out of debt? Because up to date, you have assisted close to 15,000. So is this number already been planned, already been foreseen that, that one day I want to achieve this number, So,
Actually, it is being planned, but it is not being well planned, because the number of the 15,000 clients
right.
to achieve is supposed to, our statistic shows, our plan shows that our target, we should achieve helping 15,000 clients by the end of 2021.
By the
But
end
it seems end of
All right.
2021, but it seems like we achieved that earlier.
Oh yeah, okay. Now you got me
Yeah.
confused. You're talking
Yeah.
about now. Oh, okay.
So
All right.
you got it. The
Yeah,
plan
yeah.
is to achieve 15,000 by end of 2021, but we
Right.
achieved 15,000 earlier. So it is planned, but not well
Mashallah.
planned.
Mashallah.
MashaAllah.
So it's been planned, but it's not well planned. But
Yeah.
without the well plan, and you managed to assist 15,000. You
Yeah.
achieve that number. Wow. Okay, all right. So right. This is another question.
Mamat, you give me 10 seconds. I got to charge my laptop. 10 seconds, huh?
Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, so guys, right, okay, I think we are already halfway through live session. Okay, so now because Abbas have to be out for a while because he need to charge his laptop. All right, so I think by now, you guys already somehow or other have a little bit insight about the man behind EDUdebt. All right, so and how EDUdebt was created. Okay, and how EDUdebt was formed. All right, and the beautiful part, I think, not much people aware about this. That from a broken puzzle, all right, and it was fixed into one puzzle. That and up to today, he managed to achieve the number that he wanted to achieve. 15,000 individuals to be assisted and to be out of debt. All right, and it's not a small amount of people that have been assisted. All right. Okay, so the next question that we have actually is one of my favorite questions. Right. So I think let me just invite this man before. Let me see if he's ready.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Charging.
Charging. Okay. All good.
Yeah.
All good.
Very good.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay. So now we're already talking about EDUdebt. How you started. How you overcome your debts. Then from there you started to open up EDUdebt. Then from a broken puzzle you fix into one. That kind of thing. You manage to achieve the numbers that you want to achieve. That kind of thing. So this question that I would like to ask. All right. So
Yes.
honestly, this is one of my favorite. To be honest with you. Okay.
Okay.
Because I managed to assist quite a fair bit of clients that go into this program. All right. So
Yeah.
because I think we bring up this during the meeting and stuff like that. Saying that a lot of people we met a lot of people who facing genuine debts. That kind of thing. So they settle their parents' medical bill, kids' studies. That kind of stuff. So these people are stuck. Into debts. All right. So when the day you announce this program, the campaign that you want to share, to really reach out to the public, so it was a kind of a happy. It's kind of. All of us was happy, definitely, So, and I just want to understand, where does this idea came from, and why purple ribbon, so out of nowhere, why purple ribbon?
Ah, okay. About purple ribbon,
Yes, about the purple ribbon.
okay. It feels really bad. Uh, that we won't be. I mean, in the early stage of EDUdebt, I mean, previously before purple ribbon exists, it feels really bad. It feels really bad that we are unable to help these people who have a genuine problem, who don't have the funds or means, to engage our services. And then, in fact, I mean, at the same time, they have debts due to some genuine reasons. Example like medical bills, sick parents, you know, uh, they got scam and
Correct.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's this one night that I cannot sleep. So what happened is I just ponder, how am I supposed to help these people? At the end of the day, we have to improvise our services and stuff. So yeah, so this is something that I would want to improve, or create a platform where we'll be able to help these people. And yeah, because every company there's a CSR, the corporate social responsibility. Yeah, of course. A lot of it actually came in monetary terms, but then again, to me, doing charity does not necessarily only using monetary terms, but effort as well. So I actually thought of I have this thinking of, why not I actually open up a charity campaign or a non-profitable campaign to help these people who are in genuine debts. Of course, when they declare themselves that they have debts, they got to show us the letters, all this for verification. So if it is being verified and true enough that they are in the position that they share with us, so what happened is, we help them for free of charge. Free of charge. It's complimentary. Yeah, so there's no charges. It's a complimentary service and stuff. It's a non-profitable organization division. So why I name it Purple Ribbon, because I think
Why
the
purple
moment,
ribbon? Because
yeah,
out
so
of nowhere,
yeah, so I want to have an image where people look on something or a logo or an icon that symbolize charity. Just like okay, maybe like the purple ribbon, the pink ribbon. It's some kind of support group, this kind of thing. So yeah, and I noticed that the purple ribbon is available. So why not I get this purple ribbon and I use this purple ribbon as to create the awareness of helping people who are in deep debts and genuine as well. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Nice. Okay, I tell
Yeah.
you honestly, when the day you came up with this idea, to extend, your help to these people who have genuine debts, I think most of us were very happy about it. Thank you for that. I think I think by now, until today, I believe not much people are aware, that this campaign. All right.
Yeah.
So I think it would be best if anyone who are facing debts or whatever, if you need to know more about this Purple Ribbon campaign, maybe you can, contact EDUdebt. All right. So there's a number to contact EDUdebt at 1-800 EDUdebt. Okay. So it's basically 1-800-338-3328. All right. So if you want to know more about this Purple Ribbon campaign and everything, so you can get in touch with EDUdebt through that number. So and someone will attend to you, to get through all your pieces and stuff like that. All right. Okay, but now, okay, we as a leader, okay, we know it's not easy to be a leader. You know that.
Okay.
All right, it's not easy to be a leader, and for me, all right, I run a division. Okay, so when I run a division, it's not easy because we have a lot of things that we need to follow through and stuff like that. Okay, and when as a division level, if you need support or whatever it is, we can go to the company, and ask for the kind of support that what we need. All right, definitely the company will come and give us the full support, whatever they can. All right. So, but for you, you're handling a company level, so no one above you, So how?
Allah is above me.
Right. So how do you overcome? Definitely be a leader, or run an organization or run a company. Definitely there's always up and down. Definitely, there's always up and down. Stuff like that. So how do you deal, or how do you face this when the company is facing the down period, or when the company are facing the up period, that kind of thing. So as I did mention earlier, at a division level, we can get the company support, but for the company, how does the company get the support from? So how do you overcome this?
Okay, as usual in life, everything there's ups and downs.
Definitely, there's always up and down.
You can't expect everything to be beautiful.
Right.
Of course, there's a lot of challenges as well, but after every challenges, there's always, yeah, of course, a more beautiful picture. Without challenges, then I don't think, it's something. An achievement. So what are the challenges that I face? Is of course, running a company with more than close to 100 agents. I got to really divide it proper. I really got to segregate the department proper. So we are going into a really proper kind of organizational structure. So it works. Yeah, so it works very well. Going to that kind of structural organizational structure, because if everything goes, like abang adik, everything abang adik. Very very hard for us to communicate one thing, and at the same time, it will also be even harder for us to achieve what we want. So yeah, so by breaking up all this into a proper department and divisions, and getting someone to lead this team and the other, to get the marketing team secured, taken care by someone, and then the admin and operational team, finance, and our HR. So we got to really organize and structure this thing proper. But of course, there's always a challenges. Working with humans, we have some communication challenges. But then again, as long as we share the same vision, I think we should be able to achieve what we want. Yeah. So yeah, of course, during when early EDUdebt years, there's a lot of some of the agents even left the company because I think they wanted to open up their own, which is totally all right, which is totally fine. In fact, I feel even happier because maybe with that movement, they will be able to help more people, which is part of my dream, to help people out of debt. So if let's say they open up a company and they help these people, I'm totally fine, and I'm glad that they do that. They do that. But what saddened me is that when someone's open up a company and then close down, then it doesn't really fulfill the dream that I want, which is to help more people, to release more people out of debt. So when they stop, that a bit saddened. It saddened me lah. So yeah, challenges and ups and downs, but I'm a very positive person. I look at the good things. Whatever happened, there's a reason. So yeah, I'm happy with the team now. It is easier for us to communicate, and we really share the same vision and goal. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just now you did mention now you have departments to lead all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just now you did mention you start up this business by accident. It's planned, but it's not well planned. All right. So from not well planned. Okay. Now you did share with us that you have someone leading the department. Just now you're talking about the marketing department. You're talking about the admin department. And talking about the finance department, that kind of thing. So, can you see, from something that we never thought or well planned, and see where you are today? I think you've been blessed. And, so because I don't think you planned all this back then. To have this department. All right, okay. So now we already know that EDUdebt has been running 5-6 years now. I think about 5-6 years. All right.
Yeah.
So moving forward, all right. So what do you have planned for EDUdebt moving forward? So is there any plan?
Yeah, as of now, I think we have done quite a lot of some restructuring. We adjusted our infrastructure. We even employed certain professionals to come into the company. Of course, at the end of the day, the purpose of us growing is to help more people, right? For us to achieve 15,000 in about 3 years' time. Right now, my plan is in 1.5 years more. In the mid of 2022, we are targeting about 30,000
Wow.
clients. Yeah,
Wow.
because as the company grow, we cannot remain remain at the number that we are comfortable, which is 15,000 for 3 years. I think we should go even further. Further and faster.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Ambitious guy. Very
Yeah.
ambitious. All right. Okay. So you're talking about now you're hiring a department marketing and stuff like that. All right.
Mhm.
All right. So and I saw definitely in the chart detail that you're planning to moving forward. And definitely you are bringing EDUdebt to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point of time, EDUdebt has already been featured in a couple platforms, online platform, offline
Yeah.
and EDUdebt has also been featured in Street Time,
Mhm.
in Harian, that kind of stuff, and we already featured in Surya, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So, do you have any other planning for this portion?
Mm-hmm.
You're already in couple. What is that? Couple media platforms. So, are you planning anything?
Actually, I'm working very closely with the marketing team. As you can see, the marketing team also expand with Firdaus, with Samuel on board, helping the company on the marketing side.
Right.
These are the people who have certification or schooled people in marketing background. I don't. I do self-train. But then again, of course, I got to give them this credit for them to propose to me, or do their. Of course, they got to do their search and data analysis to share with me before it got approval from the finance side. So yeah, we have been going through a lot of media platforms, offline and online, because all under one reason: to create the awareness, so that people will remember us as the top mind brand. Yeah, as our vision remains which is to be the forefront debt solution company in Singapore, and I am very confident that we will be able to achieve that with the team that we have.
Okay, so when you're talking about, you want to have moving forward, with a brand and stuff like that. Okay, so at this point of time, it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. So at this point of time, a lot of companies tighten up their belt. And a lot of companies are willing to spend at this point of time. So why you choose to spend at this point of time? Maybe you want to share. Marketing in Singapore, and I mean anything got to do with marketing is not cheap.
Yeah.
So why now? Why at this point of time?
I always believe on the zigzag theory. When people go zig, you go zag. When people are scared, be greedy. When people are greedy, be scared. With this, everyone is holding back, pulling up their handbrakes, stopping. I think this is a very good time for us to invest most. In marketing. In fact, we actually increased the marketing budget, I think about 5 to 8 times, comparing to the previous years for our marketing budget in the whole, the idea of expanding our brand and getting people to know us, and of course to be the top mind brand of them.
Right.
Of course.
Okay, so I think more or less we are about the 1 hour actually. We chat actually the 1 hour. Wow, that was fast. That was fast. Okay, I think we're already done with the last question. Okay, but before the last question, I want to share with you. I want you to share with the audience. I would like to go for another short break. All right, and we will be coming back right after this. Alright, stay tuned guys, and I'll see you soon.
Lebih dari separuh duit gaji mereka digunakan untuk membayar hutang. Secara tidak langsung, hutang telah menjejas hubungan keluarga mereka. Walaupun mempunyai pekerjaan yang stabil, ianya masih tidak mampu untuk mengatasi masalah hutang mereka. Dengan adanya EDUdebt, mereka kini dapat membayar hutang mereka melalui program pembayaran hutang. Program ini dapat menyatukan setiap hutang mereka dengan pembayaran yang mudah dan ringkas. EDUdebt, bebas hutang, hati senang.
Bebas hutang, hati senang.
Yeah, man.
I just like the tech,
Sedap kan?
very soothing and stuff like that. All right. Okay, but we already come to the end of
Okay.
the session. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. All right. So we already shared quite a fair bit, of insight about EDUdebt, especially for yourself, how you overcome the debts, and how you come up with EDUdebt, and stuff like that. All right. So I think by now, after this, during this last session, a lot of people already know what do EDUdebt actually does. All right. So maybe before we end, do you have any last words for our audience who are watching this podcast? Yeah.
All our audience and future audience, because this is live, right? It will be posted, right?
Yeah, definitely. And we are live actually,
Okay. Those who are having debts, I think it's time for you to come forward. Stop holding. I mean, if you really out of hand, I think you got to step forward as soon as possible. It costs you nothing. All you got to do is to bring yourself down. For those who are not, I think this is a very sensitive issue when it's about debts. I think sometimes people who are in debts is just right beside us. Is the people who are staying with us, but then again, due to the sensitivity, I think this is a bit hard for them to share as well. Yeah. So for those people who have businesses who are watching, maybe we can sit down for a coffee and plan for some collaboration and stuff, how we'll be able to work together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So yeah. Yeah. So of course we are glad and we would love to open our doors for people to come in, be it clients, businesses, or friends who wants to join us, to help us achieve this dream faster, which is to help more debtors out there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your watching. The numbers is quite. I mean, the the viewers is quite loyal, lah.
Wow, thank you so
They
much.
have been here for. Yeah.
Honestly, I would like to thank our viewers, thank you for sticking stay with us until up to now. All right. Okay, but I would like to thank you once again, okay, on behalf
Welcome so much.
of Viva Group, okay.
Anyway, I got to give you credit for this Viva Group. It is a very good, it's a very great movement. This is the beautiful thing about having a division in under companies. Because everyone have their strength and weaknesses. So it's a mix and match. I mean, sometimes even the division directors have better ideas than me. Sometimes even we can learn from each other. So this is the good thing about expanding this way. With this kind of division. And good job to you and your team, Viva Group. Well done.
Thank you so much. All right. So, okay, on behalf of the team, okay, definitely I would like to say a very, thank you so much, a big thank you so much for sparing, your busy schedule, to be part, to be going live with us today. All right. So, I think it's not easy for any CEO, want to share their past story, I can understand. It's not easy for us to bring back where we used to go, where we used to be. All right. So once again, all right. Thank you so much for joining us. And right, maybe we catch up for coffee after this bus. All right.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Wow. It was almost 1 hour now. All right. So we have gone live. All right, so I think by now you guys already know a little bit insight about EDUdebt, all right? So who actually the man behind EDUdebt, because as you know, this man overcome his debts of 75,000, and how he overcome his debt through, fixing a jigsaw puzzle and to form up into one puzzle and to overcome debts. Okay, from there on, and he managed to assist 15,000 individuals to be out of debts. All right. So now I would like to say a very big thank you to all the audience who are watching and staying with us until up to now. All right. So please, I hope you guys can do like and share our live today. So I hope for people who are having a debt, facing a debt crisis at this point of time, maybe have a little bit of ideas on how to overcome their debts and maybe to find a solution a little bit So how they can overcome their debts and find a solution in the proper channel. All right. So once again, please do help me to like and share. Maybe you can. All right. So all right. So maybe you can help me to do like and share, as I did mention to you. So maybe we can help people who are facing debts at this point of time and have an idea on how to overcome their debts. All right. So please do follow our page, Viva Group SG, and you can log into our website, okay, www.okletstalk.co/Viva Group. All right. So, and if you need any further assistance, you can always call EDUdebt at 1-800-EDUdebt. All right. Okay. So once again, my name is Muhammad Swali. All right, and I hope to see you guys on my next live. And I hope today our live, will give a little bit information, whatever you need. All right. So once again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys on my next live. All right. Thank you. Thank you once again.